Today we are playing a very special version of Crit Misfortune. Hello my fellow Misfortunates and welcome to another solo queue game on my Platinum Smurf, aiming to get this account to Diamond before the season ends, playing random Misfortune builds, because it's a fun little challenge, isn't it? And in case you didn't know, Blade of the Ruined King once was a staple item on Misfortune. The reason for this being is that Misfortune synergizes very well with items that give you quote-unquote incidental attack speed. So items that give both attack damage and attack speed, and we're going to build both of them. We're not going for the classic Essence Reaver path. Well, that was stupid. We're not going for the classic Essence Reaver into Infinity Edge Misfortune, but Blade of the Ruined King into Stormrazor into Infinity Edge. So we also get a lot of utility, and we indirectly get mana through not spending mana in wave manipulation, because we get so much attack speed from our hybrid items. So that's the whole game plan. We need to see how it works out. Against Lulu Twitch, the late game might definitely be difficult. Okay. Good trade. It took a lot of damage right there. But this more kiting, attack speed heavy build should be very good against their team. Looking at how many tanks they have. Volibear, for example. Well, he will be difficult to kite nonetheless, even with Stormrazor, Slow, and Blade of the Ruined King. And Poppy. Yeah. Two champions that are very prone to being kited. But Poppy more so than Volibear, definitely. Because Volibear has just an absurd amount of movement speed. But yeah, I haven't played with a build like this for a while, so I'm very excited about this. Oh, come on. At least I baited out her shield. Despite not connecting. Nice, good job. Oh, even better job. Yo, they got played right there. Greed definitely got the better of them. Don't be greedy, everyone. That's what happens. And he gets this, fine. Okay, now we push this. So we can get a good back timing, spend our gold, and be in lane before it's too late, before we get punished. Alright, perfect. You see, this entire wave crashes on the tower, which means Twitch will not be able to pressure our tower right now. Ooh, what do I even want first? Normally you go Blade of the Ruined King first, but I think an early BF Sword is just way too powerful not to go for it here. So we go BF Sword into Blade of the Ruined King into Stormrazor. Just having that BF Sword sit there is quite valuable. BF Sword is almost like a completed item in terms of power level, because you get more AD than what you pay for. 40 AD is worth 1.4k gold, but BF Sword only costs 1.3k. So I have a power spike right now, especially comparing that to Twitch's Cull and Doran's Shield. So we can hopefully transform that item advantage into another advantage in lane, which leads to more item advantages, right? By the way, if you enjoy my educational commentary and want to learn more about League, want to get a better player, or want to become a better player, English, it's not my first language, so I'm excused, then click the subscribe button. I have a lot of stuff planned for pre-season, and also for Season 11 you can expect a lot of new guides, and obviously my educational gameplay commentary. Right, so right now we have a huge CS advantage. And in order to maintain that, we need to manipulate the wave effectively. Right now it's a very awkward spot, and Thresh leaving me alone certainly doesn't help. Yeah, okay, we need the wave under tower, that's better. And we can use our lane priority to get Dragon here. If Nunu wants to do that. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, it's not fine. I thought, hey, what can happen? And then I completely forgot they had a Twisted Fate on their team. Happens. Oh, and he misplaced his control ward, so it doesn't block out the ward. Need to place control wards as close to the center of the pit as possible, or else they're not going to do their job, as you can see right there. We have a Nunu, so it shouldn't matter, because Nunu can smite consume, which he didn't do right there, but in theory. And if you only have smite as a jungler, and the enemy has smite plus consume, you obviously cannot steal it from him. Could you please just farm and pressure, not try to cheese? We don't need to go for any unsafe plays here. So much better off taking the guaranteed gold in the lane and extending our advantage here. Volibear's miss. I guess he's in base, but you never know. Okay, he's in mid lane. I'm not a fan of Thresh roaming here. We could do so much on the tower now. Especially considering they're still level 5. But oh well, I can't do anything about it. If Thresh decides to go, then I just need to sit in lane and make the best of it. Getting zoned right now. Lulu is playing with fire here. I can't fully commit, obviously. Especially through polymorph and in an enemy minion wave. To be fair, had I instantly ulted, this might have been a kill. But again, I'd much rather play it safe when I'm alone versus 2 opponents. Maybe I'm sometimes playing too safe. That might be the case. Right, start maxing W now. Something tells me they recalled. So I will ult this wave for maximum pressure on their tower. Take that one plating. Yeah, they recalled. You see, Twitch returns to lane with mana immune components. It's a fairly common build on Twitch nowadays, so understandable, I guess. But yeah, this ulti gives me plenty of time to recall safely. Actually, I think this is optimal. I'm not a big fan of early Cutlass. I'd much rather get some other item components. The components for Blade of the Ruined King are not very good on Misfortune. The finished item is okay. Well, not okay. It is good. It was meta for a reason. But the components are kind of mediocre, especially the recurve bow. So keep that in mind. Misfortune just wants raw attack damage. That's the best stat on her. Especially early game. But this one dagger allows us to essentially auto the wave or manipulate the wave way more easily without spending any mana. Which means we can use the mana for fighting. Lulu miss. This Thresh really likes to roam. In my opinion, it would be better to just completely take the Twitch out of the game through pressure in lane. But again, that's just how I would approach it. If this Thresh has a different way of doing it, I mean, I trust him. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't you trust a random stranger on the internet that he knows what he's doing? Twitch miss? He might very well be stealth. I would win a 1v1 against him, so I'm not sure why I'm afraid. Yeah, just push this in, punish him for whatever he's doing. He might base to finish his mana immune. Certainly an option. Yeah, there he is, having finished Manamune. Just get the volley bear, it's free. I needed to flash for it. Or actually maybe I didn't even. I had full HP. I could have saved my flash probably and used my HP as a resource there. Again, sometimes I'm probably playing it too safe. Nice. And we get another charge here. Nunu dies, but they have no chance of contesting the dragon. And we get another tower plus those kills. So it's definitely worth it. Yeah, Drake's gone. Perfect. And now I get my completed item. And also wait for another dagger to upgrade my boots with. Perfect. So the build, I haven't created a custom page for it because I didn't feel the need to. It's Blade of the Ruined King, Stormrazor, then Infinity Edge, and boots. That's 4 slots. So if you have 2 slots left. One of them definitely can be Essence Reaver if you want to. But to be honest, you could probably even go for like Phantom Dancer with this. Because you do have a lot of damage and the... Where am I even going? I needed to go mid lane. Or top lane, but not bot lane. I'm not thinking about macro right now, which is a problem. But yeah, you're fairly flexible. We definitely want healing reduction, and Phantom Dancer doesn't sound bad. Easy. Yeah, we need a Last Whisper item, and we need healing reduction to better deal with the tanks. Push this in, and roam. Push past river, roam. The standard macro play. Especially if you're low elo, this will always work. And it will yield quick and good results. Because if you stay in one place for too long, you just risk getting ganked. And especially in low elo, people need a long time to react. So if you just push past river and roam, and then rinse and repeat. Roam can also mean, like, go base and go somewhere else, right? You don't need to immediately go somewhere... or to another lane directly. This is, I could have maybe even pushed one more. This is past river, which means it will bounce back eventually, but it's barely past river. Yeah, but you see Twisted Fate right there. Not the best ult ever, but it's okay. We still got decent pressure out of it. That allows us to take the tower now. Ouch. Somebody needs to react to Twisted Fate bot lane, by the way. He's just taking the tower for free and I don't like it.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Can I duel him? Let's find out. I came to play. Yeah, lock in your gold card. Okay, he wants to leave, sure. So he didn't come to play. I mean, he doesn't know how much backup I have, so it's understandable. Alright, and now you see the waves on our side of the map. So we push past river and then join our team, or in this case, probably push past river and then recall. Actually, they're overstaying a little bit here. Ouch. Okay, so we recall. And we mute flame pings, because that's the logical thing to do. Nice. Good attack speed right now. good. This Poppy is thick. She has all the armor in the world. So if you compare this build to the Sanguine Blade build, you will realize that they play fairly similarly, only that the Sanguine Blade build is better at split pushing, and this build should be better at dealing with tanks 1v1. Yeah, that was just stupid. I couldn't help him anyway. He got caught. Drake spawning in 14. I'd like to take that. Okay, this is actually pointless. This bush right here is not covered by the control ward anyway. Barely. Doesn't matter, we don't need to chase for kills, we just need to secure the Drake. Oh, that's a good one. And Wukong gets Lulu, doesn't he? Yeah, perfect. Nice, let's keep pushing. We need to attend bot lane very soon. But we take this tower beforehand, definitely. My lane needs me. If you just keep this principle in mind, push past river and then roam, you will have so much more CS. Trust me, it works. And one more wave. Yeah, another one would be greedy. You see, they are already lining up, eyeing me down. And before we go for Infinity Edge, I think I want healing reduction, or maybe just a last whisper. It's tough. It's only the Poppy, really, who has a lot of armor. We need to respect her. Oh, she got me still. I tried to dodge it. Didn't work. It's going to take down at least one tower. At least Wukong is getting stuff done on the other side of the map. Okay, didn't... Wow. It didn't even take down a single one. Go, Nunu. Let's push one more wave. Again, this isn't past river, this is exactly in the middle of river now. But we can't afford to stay there, as we don't have vision of their team. Now we do, but now we're already on our way, and we are needed in this team fight anyway. Or actually, it was past river. Never mind me. Yeah, considering it's only the Poppy with armor, I think going Infinity Edge is better. So let's farm until we can afford BF's sword. Get some mana back. What are they doing? Okay, dewarding. I'd like to keep vision control in this area though. Again, we push bot lane. There's an Ocean Soul on the line in 1 minute, so preparing that by getting the wave ready is definitely worth. Twisted Fate is here, I need to be careful. Don't want to get randomly ulted and collapsed, so I need to stick with my team now. Close. Drake in 10. Nice. If you can keep the split push going, then we're in a win-win situation right here. Oh no, now they're going to fight without me. That's a tragedy. This Poppy can tank forever. It's crazy. Nice. Nice, we got the soul. Perfect. Okay, now we can take Baron. Volibear's dead for another 30 seconds. This build is super good at taking Baron. It's worse at taking towers, because you cannot crit towers and you cannot apply on-it effects to towers. But, all of these things you can do with Baron. Compared to the Sanguine Blade build, that is. Sanguine Blade build's better at taking towers, worse at taking Baron. The reverse is true for this build. If Nunu does this correctly, there's no way this Baron gets stolen. Nice. Got him. I also really need to base. I can get BF sword and pickaxe. Whew. Okay, now we need to push with Baron. Should be easy. I really like the feel of this build. It plays, again, very similarly to Sanguine Blade Misfortune. And Sanguine Blade Misfortune is obviously the strongest build in the game right now. But it also feels very good to play. And this build feels similar, so it also feels good to play, right? She disengages, sure. We shouldn't be fighting in the jungle anyway. We need to buff up our minions in lane. And take towers with Baron minions then. Shouldn't go without my team though. Wukong can split push if he really wants to. It's definitely not a bad choice, because bringing Baron to multiple lanes creates even more pressure. No, I'm too late. He just jumps away. Again. Sure. I mean, I can also push bot lane. It's whatever. Yeah, they respond to my team mid lane, so I can be bot lane. Where's Twitch, though? Can he 1v1 me? I don't think so. Right, let's create some pressure. There's Twisted Fate. Twitch mid lane. Ah, barely. Force out the flash, though. And this is against a tank. Imagine if I had attacked a player that's not as tanky. Well, getting his flash is definitely worth. Flash is a 5 minutes cooldown, my ulti is 2 minutes. Best play is definitely to push bot lane, take the inhibitor, take the free stuff. Okay, nice. There we go. Alright. Now we win. They can't defend this anymore. They have too little people alive. Or too few people, I think is the correct word. We barely managed to get most damage in the game. This build, it's certainly strong. It's a mix, essentially, between the regular crit build and the Sanguine Blade build, as obviously you're still going for crit with expensive items, but the playstyle, it feels very similar to Sanguine Blade. You should definitely try this out and let me know what you think about it. And if you want to see the standard crit version, the Crit Misfortune build, then click the link on your screen right there. A big thank you to all my Patreons and channel members. If you want to become a Patreon yourself, just go to patreon.com/mfdb. But if you rather save your money, you can support me for free by clicking the like and the subscribe button.